I apparently had forgotten to. I apparently had forgotten to mute the game. Oh, hi, Granny. I apparently forgot to mute. Apparently forgot to mute the game. Hi, how's it going, everyone? Who all here is an Escoffier haver? And excuse me. And Halcyon, Dokity, Man of War, Marceline, Tass. Ooh, all coffee havers, all coffee drinkers. What other teams do you use her in besides the obvious Skirk one, the obvious Skirk team? Because those two were released very close together because they obviously work very well together. Similar to like Emily and Kenichi always running really close to each other. Both during Kenichi's release and his recent rerun as well. Nuvi or Skirk with Father. What up, Clover? Welcome back. Hello. Welcome. Skipped for Skirk. Same here. I have enough characters that can cover the gap in being coffeeless, but having a Skirk. Whether it's Diona, Charlotte, Shenhe, there's Farina, Yelan. There's good options for Shenhe. There's good options for Skirk, even if you're coffeeless. Hello, Monday, Halcyon, Meru, Fabricio, Dokity Champ, hello. Marceline, Tass, Clover, what up? How's it going, everyone? What up, Lone Wolf? Time for some Genshin Hell's Kitchen. Hello, Man of War. Good evening. Good evening. Welcome. I have several audiobooks that I've tried to record, by which I mean the Genshin lore books that I've read in audiobook fashion that are like half edited. I need to finish those up. That's a goal to do before Nodcry as well, because there's gonna be less because there's slowly getting to be less and less Genshin game content since as I get further and further caught up. We might start doing like slightly shorter streams, but then I'll be working on some other stuff in the background. So yeah, that'll be something to look forward to. My Notland mini review also is going along nicely. It's just these days I have slightly less time to edit than I did when I made like the mid-game review. So. And for anyone who's new, I have a mid-game review where I did a review of Genshin Impact from Inazuma back, from Mondstadt to Inazuma. And that's on my YouTube channel, which is always, as always, linked in the about tabs of my Twitch here. That video was huge for me as well. By the way, what is that, like 40,000 views? Wild. Let's hop into the game. I have not done any of my
Read almost every novel from Yai Publishing House. Pretty normal, right?
Pretty normal. I haven't done any of my dailies or anything, but I think that we'll just I'm topped off on condensed and halfway on original. So I think let's just do Coffee's quest and then see where that lies me with encounter points and stuff for my dailies.
Exactly, but none of them believe me.
I need to activate the quest. That's a fun fact. All right. Oh my gosh, only 4 of these left to do. Dora Kusu, thank you for the first time chat. What up? Welcome. Hello. Coffee. And fork experienced mode. It's really thinking about it. I've been having some problems like this with Genshin lately. Not really sure why. Oh boy. Whew. All right. Yeah, I've been having some weird delay problems, some weird I guess you could probably, the only thing you can really attribute it to is lag. I also have been getting server issues in Zenless as well, but I don't know if it's I don't think it's a North America server issue. What was the actual? I did screenshot it. Server error -1 and network request error with an exception stack on Zenless, which is great. So I don't know, but I couldn't log into Zenless the past couple days.
Return to the skies.
Oh, I can't quite get high up for that. Can you jump, please? There we go. I verified and attempted to repair the files and everything, and I even uninstalled and reinstalled the game. Tried all of the advice on the forums and stuff. So. Oh, we're going to Hotel de Bjord.
Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi.
I just thought it'd be fitting to walk into Hotel de Bjord as Navi. I didn't.
Hey, Navia, what you up to?
Shh.
Why the secrecy?
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
Well then.
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack. You gotta at least hear her out.
Wait!
Paimon.
Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia?
Good job,
So, you're
Paimon.
bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina di Rosula.
Of
She's
course.
so pissed.
How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked? I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Fermon can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside, now!
I thought you were telling her to get lost.
But you said I shouldn't come back until...
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you! Come on, we have work to do!
Wow, what a horrible person.
Actual Food Network episode right now.
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again.
So, who was that?
Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime. and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and he can barely even talk properly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. We're not exactly making a ton of progress, as you saw. Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. She's refusing to have any kind of meaningful dialogue with us. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. But with Savannah watching them like a hawk, no one has been willing to open up. And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching, and waiting for an opportunity.
Good job, Paimon. You just ruined a... You ruined a month-long sting operation into the meth lab that's happening in the... So you were waiting for Savannah to leave, and then you were going to approach Monica?
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thunked before she spoke.
Thunk.
Did Paimon ruin everything?
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage.
I've got someone who was here in Fontaine recently who could help you with that. I think it'd be really interesting to see the Spina and Yelan work together. They have such different approaches to kind of the same job. Either way, Savannah's seen you now, so you probably won't get another chance.
Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Paimon will join you, cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Then I'll join you too. We were kind of connected at the hip.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast.
What about a proper send-off?
A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt.
John Cena.
I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
That was sweet.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
Thank you for the gift.
All right. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the candy.
Paimon. What is it about Fontaine that turns Paimon into an asshole?
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
Just stuff a Snickers into her mouth and be done with it.
a little highly strung, huh?
Looks like the Savannah in the kitchen even... Looks like with Savannah in the kitchen, even the waiting staff are on edge.
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Ah yes, never underestimate Navia's affinity for sweets.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in. Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find Escoffier.
Treasured above all.
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
Coffee, yeah? Is coffee, yeah? E-scooter, eh? How do we get over there? I mean, I have a teleport down there. Fontaine tried to rest her for J-Fly.
So, who is this Escoffier anyway?
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer, before Savannah. She recreated the legendary Gâteau de Boer and restored the restaurant back to its former glory. Safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hotel de Boer's history. After the culinary genius Modeste himself.
Gâteau de Boer? That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right? Wow. Why the heck would she let Savannah take her place?
We watched Sadine. We got a piece from Sadine actually. She bought a slice for us, didn't she? In Act 5? When Paimon was like, "Hey, by the way, Sadine, what if everyone died tomorrow? What would you do?"
Well, apparently, the Hotel de Boer was reported for a safety incident. Someone claims that the kitchen was adding an illegal substance to their menu.
Fucking Tainari.
But none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end, Escoffier decided that as head chef, she should take responsibility. And she was sent to the Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede?
That's true. It was probably just a formality. We got sent there for eating someone else's cake.
Well,
Wink.
You're right.
I'm so.
The
Oh, that
quantity
was
of the
disgusting.
substance they found was fairly minimal. Even the guards believed the whole thing was probably just an accident. Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of head chef had already passed to Savannah.
Rough.
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really unfair.
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel, she's still well respected by the staff. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier to come back and kick Savannah out. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, then the solution is just get the old one back.
Well, about that.
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
Master Chef Junior.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
Yeah, but she's got the 5-star drip, whereas the other one just has the NPC outfit, so. How has the Hotel de Boer made it this far? Usually people pay extra for this kind of treatment, Ether.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Oh, she's got heart eyes. I never noticed that when we trialed her.
Yes, Chef.
Excuse us,
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone.
AutoZone.
Let's take a seat. We can catch up while we wait.
All right, I'm dating a grandma now. I may have died in the Night Kingdom a couple times.
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
Also, you're still my third highest DPS, Navia.
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef.
Didn't you want to go back to Hotel de Boer?
Well, in her words, the Hotel de Boer doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
Why does this kid sound like a 22-year-old dude?
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself ragged every single shift.
Is the
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste.
Is the VA English and they had her do like an Americanized accent?
For what?
Why not just let her do her normal accent?
Firmo. That's the second time we've
For
heard
what?
that name. Who is that again?
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son. And with Mom stuck at home taking care of Dad, he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia.
Nothing. We didn't say anything. She is so pissed.
I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen, and I can't serve his failed dishes, so he might as well take them home.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion, Paimon. Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Yes, how do you and Farina do this? Do you have a curling iron that's like very specific to it, or does this just happen naturally? Is that how your bedhead is, and then you straighten the rest of your hair and not that one? You and Farzan as well?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
Since Hilaire is working for you, you must be aware of the situation with Savannah.
Oh, I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hotel de Boer anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid even. She wasn't at all confident that she was the right fit for the role.
That's hard to believe. Are we definitely talking about the same Savannah here?
She's got two sides. Like an onion? The fuck? Never mind.
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either.
And Lumine. At least she's self-aware.
Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job wrong without coming across like a huge hypocrite. Fiamma and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
You give Monica's candy wrapper to
She
Escoffier.
mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell.
It'd be fun though.
We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh, Monica.
Escoffier?
Zeus!
I can't believe her. Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable. I won't stand for this. She
Look at-
has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Look at her stomp away.
Wait, so now she's,
Well, whatever the reason she came up with, at least she's convinced herself to go have a conversation.
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Return to the hotel. Hotel, rather. As far as team comp, this isn't gonna make sense at all.
Stay close and you will live.
But maybe you can pick up some tips.
Wait, she looks like... Is that Escoffier?
Escoffier's back? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
She's sprinting up here. Wait up!
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but if you hadn't brought it up, I don't think I would have noticed.
Does anyone have a like discerning palate on anything? Or like I cannot tell the difference between like good or bad when it comes to like really the minutia of food. I feel like I have a very bad sense of discernment.
But please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your customer feel more awkward?
Escoffier?
If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time, get it right. You cannot go begging your customers to feel sorry for you.
Unfortunately, yes. Food is food. I'm too hungry to care. Same. I'm too hungry to care. Oh, because your meds have a very sensitive palate now. Interesting, huh? Have a discerning palate ruins my mood sometimes. Huh. I forgot what I was about to say. It was something to do. Oh, the only time I've ever sent a dish back was when a burger came out and it was actually like it was borderline uncooked. And I was like, "Hey, can we try this again? I'm not looking to get worms here." And it came back and it was done wonderfly. But my sister was my sister was the director of the kitchen at a hospital, and so she has a much higher like standard for food and stuff. But it's mostly for her own performance, not necessarily like other people's. Like when you go to a restaurant, she's not like super picky and stuff.
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've corrected my mistake. But if I can't go back into the kitchen, I can't do the dish over.
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared out of nowhere and started apologizing. Gave me a bit of a fright, to be honest.
Oh, well, it's because Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my pot and then threw me out of the kitchen.
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here. I gotta say, you're all looking a little worse for wear these days.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive, so
You knew what you did wrong and how to improve, and we all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level.
I also really love the new small animations that they've had, because this is just kind of the normal like shy animation, but she's twiddling her thumbs, which is new. And those small little things all stacked up on each other add up to a very different experience, and I really like it.
But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss here anymore.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then, that wasn't on you, and all of us know that. That banquet was a huge event, and so many staff were involved every step of the way. With so many moving parts, there's no way of knowing how that lumiline ended up in the food we served.
Lumine.
Lumiline? What's that?
It sounds like something made from lumatoires, those little starfish that we find on the beach. That would be my guess. Probably not.
A new drug from the Fontaine Research
It's a
Institute,
drug. Never mind.
produced from an extract of the lumitoile.
Yep.
Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses to stimuli.
It's a line of Lumi line. Get out of here. I was like, nope, never mind. It's a drug. Oh, never mind. It is a lumitol.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guards' list of controlled substances. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already made it to the market by the time the guards banned it from the restaurant industry.
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated ingredients by mistake. But you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see this turn into a place where tensions are constantly running high. Because everyone's suspicious of each other all the time. And now look at you. A fry chef in the Fleuve Cendre.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come on. It's not that bad.
Yeah, that was a tad bit rude to like, now look at you, slumming it down in the Fleuve Cendre.
Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great. That's where I'm downing from now on.
Reputation.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let bygones be bygones. Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was. Ultimately, the responsibility lay with me.
Okay, this is the last time I'll address it, but they really should have just let her use her natural accent. It fits the character so well. Speaking as an ugly American, don't make people do ugly American accents.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
Yeah, speaking of which.
No, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss?
Yeah, her.
Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting like this? When I turned this place over to you,
You made me the head chef and gave up your right to tell me how to do my job. You're not the boss here anymore, so stop acting like you own the place.
Whoa. Sounds like someone has a chip on her shoulder.
Maybe we should give them some space. She's been definitely taking the Lumine lines, but why?
Oh, Savannah! My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even half the amount of energy into improving your cooking skills, or are you still using the Pluie Lotus as an off-brand markup, thinking no one can tell the difference?
That's none of your business!
What happened to not storming in and raising hell?
She never agreed to that, by the way, Paimon.
Oh, I was not expecting to see something this spicy as soon as Escoffier returned.
Who the fuck?
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that we have ourselves a tete-a-tete between chefs at the Hôtel de Bord, I dare say it would be de rigueur to settle this the traditional way.
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
A duel. A duel at high noon. Sounds like we're in for a history lesson.
That's right. I'm talking, of course, about the tradition established by Modeste himself. The cooking contest!
Ooh, we've done one of those with Xiangling before.
According to legend, the founders of Hôtel de Bord, Modeste and Savelli, used this method to resolve all of their disputes. Everything from petty arguments over next week's menu to disagreements over the strategic direction of the restaurant. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. It sounds like they had a lot of free time on their hands.
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, reaching new heights of excellence in the culinary arts. And indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years has surely been instrumental in transforming the Hôtel de Bord into the top-ranking restaurant in Fontaine.
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back? Who?
What say you, Escoffier? Surely you of all people won't back down from this challenge. It was you who put the rule in place, after all.
Thought so. There's your answer, Paimon.
Sure, I reinstated it, but I'm not a chef at Hôtel de Bord anymore. Isn't this bending the rules a little?
I see no issue as long as both sides agree to the terms. We could simply treat it as an exhibition of sorts. Savannah, any objections?
Exhibition. Huh. No. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line. If I lose, it's up to you what happens to me.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
It's up to you to execute me.
But if you lose, you hand over the Codex de Bord to me.
What? The Codex de Bord?
What's that? Raises hand.
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste.
Ah.
It contains all his secret recipes, including Gâteau de Bord.
Okay, that's a major thing then.
It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and former head chefs of the Hôtel de Bord have the right to read it.
It's a 5-star rarity as well.
Present and former? Wait, but that already includes Savannah, though.
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy, don't you?
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfectly well what I mean. I want your copy, the original version, the one you took with you when you left us.
I'm sorry, I must be missing something. You know, there's no difference between the original and the copy, right? They contain the exact same recipes.
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Or are you scared of me getting my hands on the original Codex?
Are you fucking alright, bro? She's so pissed. 24/7.
Savannah, you may remember that we gave her the original as a parting gift to thank Escoffier for her years of service. Asking for it back feels a little,
Oh, I'm sure it won't be an issue, as long as both sides agree to the terms. Those were your words, weren't they? And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Bord, per the recipe in the Codex. Well, Escoffier, you against me. Are you in or out?
You sound surprisingly confident. All right then, let's see how much you've actually grown. I hope you surprise me, Savannah. I'd hate to find out that all you've learned after this long is how to chew people's heads off. She's
very cute, by the way. I never really looked at her character model too closely. I never noticed like the heart eyes. I barely noticed the little curl that she has as well.
Believe me, I'll show you.
Escoffier?
She's actually got
Are
a...
you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Fleuve Cendres so I can get prepping.
What did I just hear? Did I just hear a voice line, someone talking about Linny? When will Linny do something? I'm never in here. I don't know what everyone's everyone's random voice lines are in here.
I do apologize.
Do you
this
now?
This whole ordeal reflects rather poorly on us.
Wait, aren't you the boss? Okay, I'm not gonna... Aren't you the boss?
I'm afraid it's not quite that simple. The Hôtel de Bord runs as more of a partnership, you see.
Oh,
it
does
was
it
founded by
now?
two friends, Modeste and Savelli, and it's been that way ever since.
Oh, fascinating. I don't know how to do... It's a mix of like 17 different accents. When I try to do it... do a French accent should be on the punishment wheel, because this is a punishment.
So, while I am technically Savannah's boss, it's not really my place to interfere with the business of the kitchen. To be perfectly honest with you, that's part of the reason why I suggested a cooking contest. If Escoffier wins, it would be the perfect opportunity for her to talk some sense into Savannah. Or, of course, if she wanted to return, then... But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Whatever the outcome, this contest will hopefully serve as a turning point for us. Please, pass on my best wishes to Escoffier.
Oui, I shall.
I must say, Savannah surprised me with her confidence. Does she really believe she can best Escoffier in the kitchen? I thought she was just blowing off steam when she first raised the idea to me.
I can't believe I got to witness that firsthand. I only stopped by here for a quick meal.
Dude,
I definitely got my Mora's worth today.
I fucking hate the Fontaine NPCs sometimes. Like, during Farina's trial, wow, what an unexpected twist. Like, can you shut up?
When will Linny and Lynette do another show?
Oh, that's what you're saying. Sorry, I don't know why I did that. I can't believe my eyes. What do you think the operas are like now that Farina's not, do you think Nuvi is trying to double down on the antics to keep the now that Farina's not on the throne anymore? Dreadfully boring, probably. Why am I going this way instead of just teleporting down there? Hello, unloaded Geo wings. This way. L'oratrice mécanique d'analyse cardinale. I'm like, oh, if I just do this noise, then that means it's French. Oratrice mécanique.
So, this whole bake-off thing kind of came out of nowhere. Was it really sensible to just go along with it?
Well, I got a sense that she's holding something back. But we chefs always express ourselves in our cooking. So if she won't talk, this might be the best way to find out what's really going on with her.
Huh? Holding back? Sure didn't sound that way to Paimon.
Escoffier only picked up on it because she's the same way. Always closed off, never letting you know what she really thinks.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the disgraceful amount of sugar you use.
Okay. That's one case where you can keep your thoughts to yourself.
Don't you insult my Navia's macarons. I'm of the mind, frankly, I'm of the mind, I frankly share Markiplier's idea on dessert, is that dessert is a treat to be enjoyed on occasion. And therefore, because you're not eating it frequently, because you're eating it on a rare treat occasion, it should punch me in the teeth with how sweet it is. So anyway, what's this Codex de Boer she's so obsessed with?
Oh, that? Well, it's not so much a recipe book as a diary of Modest's adventures.
Oh, weird.
Back in the day, he and his good friend Savelli explored far and wide, partly adventuring, partly looking for new ingredients and developing new recipes. Their creations had an enormous influence on the course of Fontaine cuisine, turning it into a much more vibrant and diverse scene. For instance, legend has it that the original Gâteau de Boer was made using a special secret ingredient that Modeste discovered on one of his adventures.
Naku.
So rare was the ingredient that they could never make more than 16 slices of the cake per day.
Oh, that's why.
Everyone who tried it claimed that it was one of the most blissful and invigorating things they had ever tasted. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original Hôtel de Boer, which catapulted them to stardom in Fontaine's culinary world. Especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius, and over time, the recipes from his adventure log became known as the Codex de Boer.
Ah, Paimon's heard this kind of story before. Armed with the Codex, the Hôtel de Boer took its rightful place as the finest restaurant in the land, serving those recipes for centuries to come. Something like that?
What? No, of course not.
What?
Cooking is a constantly evolving art form. How could any restaurant survive if they only served food that was popular last century? Anyway, never mind centuries. Savelli and Modeste parted ways not even 10 years after their rise to fame. Then, Modeste passed away while he was still in his prime.
Weird.
And that was it. The end of the Hôtel de Boer's heyday. It fell into decline, and for most of its history, it was just a nondescript place with a couple of cheap tables. It's only in recent decades that it started recovering.
I bet that while she was chef there, and probably still to this day, she feels the weight of living up to that reputation, living up to like knowing that like I'll never be as good as they were, kind of vibe. She seems like the kind of person who would have that kind of self-criticism.
Even then, it still took numerous relocations and changes of management before we finally ended up with Vanigem and the restaurant we have today.
Oh! So the Codex really isn't all that, then. Paimon figured it was like one of those mystical books they have in Liyue's martial arts novels, where the main character learns all their secret powers from.
Or a knowledge capsule that gives you, what is it, 0.07% attack bonus?
Yes, well, that's fiction, and this is reality. You can't meet the tastes of modern diners by following some ancient recipes from a dusty old book.
Case in point. Even the Gâteau de Boer they sell now is actually Escoffier's reimagination.
Wait, really? Why though? Didn't that recipe make it into the Codex?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not to mention that there's no way of finding the secret ingredient Modeste wrote about. So, reimagination is right. I consulted some historical records and took what I could from the Codex. But ultimately, the Gâteau de Boer today is my own recipe. As for why we gave it the same name and kept the tradition of only selling 16 slices a day, well, you've got Vanigem's business sense to thank for that.
I was going to say that seems like a tradition, like because the ingredient was so rare they could only make 16 slices, but later on they just kept that as a tradition. That's kind of a cool tradition though. Keep it as a 5-star rarity item.
Oh. Huh. Well, that kind of takes all the mystique out of it.
No, it doesn't. Knowing the cultural backing to it makes it better, Paimon.
Hey now, it might not be the original Gâteau de Boer, but it's still the most delicious cake in Fontaine today.
Except for Risley.
Who knows? Maybe Escoffier's version is more suited to your palate. Just think, if the original truly was the perfect cake you're imagining it to be, there's no way the recipe would have been lost to history, right? Not to mention that the Hotel de Boer never would have fallen into a slump.
Slump.
Anyway, before I left my role as head chef, I made a copy of all the recipes from the Codex, including my own improved versions, and turned them over to Savannah.
So why is she so interested in the original copy? Could it be a symbolic thing? Like, whoever holds the original Codex de Boer is the true head chef?
Well, it was clearly precious enough to give to Escoffier as a parting gift.
Precious.
Meanwhile, Savannah only got a copy. Maybe from her point of view, it's like management doesn't truly see her as being worthy of the role.
Oh my gosh, she looks so intimidating when she's angry. I like when she... Okay.
You think so? The only thing is, it was her suggestion to gift me the original in the first place. Well, a joint decision by her and Venegem. But still.
She has been hitting that strange ingredient then. If she has like a completely different personality kind of thing.
What? Huh. Guess she's had a major change of heart since she became head chef. Yeesh.
Who knows? We could speculate forever. Better to just let our Gato do the talking.
What does that mean exactly? What do you think it means, Ether?
It means vesting her in this bake-off, and then getting her to explain herself, even if I have to beat it out of her with a spatula.
You don't mince words, only meat.
However much she's changed since we worked together, I believe that she still has her chef's pride. And if she respects the art, she'll respect the outcome of our contest.
Well, I'm confident that you and your spatula can get justice for Froment. All you need to do now is win the contest. But that should be a breeze for you.
You and your spatula. What does her signature weapon look like, by the way? She's polearm, right? Her signature weapon looks like her tail. Like her little pointed tail. Are you wearing anything underneath that?
Let's not get too ahead of ourselves. Gâteau de Boer is very complicated to make.
A fork.
Usually, it takes 3 chefs working in tandem to cover everything. Now, if I had to push it, I could probably do the work of 3 chefs myself. But I'd prefer to play it safe if I can find a couple of assistants in time.
Me.
Well, that's easy. The 3 of us are veterans in the kitchen.
Are you?
You just need to pick 2 of us.
Well, I have heard the Traveler is an accomplished cook, as well as a warrior. But be warned, I will hold you to exceptionally high standards. Think you're up to the task?
Bring it on.
Oh, count me in too. I've spent weeks perfecting my macarons after your scathing review. Even if it means competing against the Traveler, so be it. I'll show you what I'm made of.
Confident. I like it. Alright, let's start with some elementary mise en place. Show me your knife skills.
Pulls out dull
I've always
blade.
called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Show us, Coffee, your knife skills.
Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is chopping stuff up without sending juices flying all over the kitchen.
Use normal attacks to cut the fruit. It seems she will collect the slices and process them into some sublime substance.
Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
That's the knife from her idol animation. Put that... Paimon's got a knife! Wait, I need that. She blinked. Right there.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. I'll be using this cold press to extract flavor compounds from the ingredients.
What's a cold press?
A kind of special food processor I got the Fontaine Research Institute to make for me. It uses cold temperature extraction to isolate the essence of cooking ingredients. which can then be used to flavor dishes more precisely.
That's another side quest that we need to, that's not, I'm not considering that as essential as the Sacred Sakura or Surumi Island. But that's another one that we haven't done yet. What do you think, Escoffier would say about Xianyun's popcorn machine?
But this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment, so that probably didn't make a whole lot of sense. Let me give you a demonstration instead.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool. Not weird.
You can call it weird. It's a bit odd. Display your mastery with the cold press. Tap your elemental skill to accelerate the cold press's progress, then use normal attacks to let it do its work. Seems like, oh, this is literally what her skill little cooker thing is. It seems like the special substance extracted from the plants might come in handy here. That's such a funny second attack. Just
and done. These are the flavor compounds extracted from our ingredients. I processed all the fruit you chopped up earlier.
When she just kachings her ass out in her first, in her second attack.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated. What next? Do we add all this stuff in?
Absolutely not. Throwing everything in at once will ruin the balance of flavors. We have to go slowly and carefully to calibrate the exact flavor we want. I'll demonstrate again. Now, watch closely. Slowly and carefully. Not a drop too much, and not a drop too little.
Why did that give me Yingar trauma? You learn at Escoffier's feet and master her precision cooking. The flavoring you got from her multifunctional food processor can adjust the flavor profile of the dish, strike a balance between fruity and floral, and adjust said flavor profile to make a delicious dish. Tap on a flavoring or drag it. Oh. Oh. Nift. Oh, hard eyes or primo gem eyes.
And voila. Now it's your turn.
With Escoffier's guidance, everyone completes the flavoring process.
Not terrible. Considering this was everyone's first time blending flavor extracts, it could have been worse. But the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. Are you sure you've never done this before? You got almost perfect results on your first try.
All thanks to my teacher. I just treat it like an adventurer's puzzle.
Oh, well, they do say adventurers are multi-talented folks. Now I've seen it firsthand. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. I'll judge your submissions and give you a final score.
Final score?
That's right. The true test of your cooking skills is the finished product. It'll be good practice for the contest itself. Now get to it. Chop chop!
Chop chop. Chip chop.
Who's our target this time?
For no reason.
Yeah, I'll do my best, but I can't guarantee a victory.
For no reason.
How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Choose wisely. I expect you to present the most delicious thing on the menu.
Oh, I have two of these! I have macarons! Scoffy's face lights up as you present your finished dish.
Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
My Navia may very well have actually cooked that, by the way.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything, but Paimon's a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to la food.
Okay, you do not have to do an impression of a
6 points.
out of 100.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook all that often, so as long as it's a pass.
That's 6 out of 100.
I was joking! What was that smirk, Ether?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consuming food than creating it.
Correct.
By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day would make you an opera singer.
Maybe it would, who knows?
Me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole tablespoons less sugar than my previous ones.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever was left in the jar. 6 points.
You guys don't know how much sugar is 12 tablespoons, right?
Aw.
Heck, she's a harsh judge.
Now to the final dish.
I literally gave her the same thing that Navia made, by the way.
So, what do you think?
This is our last hope.
8 points.
Ugh.
Darn, that's barely higher than what we got.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation.
It's from her idol. Look at that smile. That smile kind of doesn't look like it belongs on her model. That looks like a meme face.
I have to give this one 8 points
Oh.
out of 10. Maybe even 9 points.
All right. BVJR, thank you for the follow. Welcome.
How did you pull that off?
I'm awesome. It's all that practice from cooking for you, Paimon.
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can tell that you've put many hours of work into honing your skills in the kitchen.
I'll take an 80% all day long, Escoffier.
I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not to mention the frustrations of having a picky eater for a partner.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square. I guess you'll be taking the Traveler as one of your assistants then?
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining. Maybe Paimon and Navia should keep practicing and see how it goes?
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, the child.
Oh, it's Hilaire. What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're doing Gâteau de Bois, right? I was just wondering if you needed any help.
And you think you're up to the task, do you?
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Hello?
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Oh.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me, I'd like to help you win this cooking contest.
Sure you're up to the task?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. I'm sorry. I know I've been rather useless these past few days, but not anymore. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events. I've proven myself in the Hotel de Boer kitchen, so if anyone's qualified to work under Chef Escoffier, it's me. I think. I hope so.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving Hotel de Boer?
I have not, but I'm fully rested now. I know I can handle it. I'll prove it. Let me whip something up for you right now. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
Nerves.
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't seem to grip my knife.
Do it again! Again! Again!
I...
Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen yesterday.
Dad, what's wrong?
It's not just me, right? This okay.
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then will I never be able to work in a kitchen again?
Dad, talk to me. What happened?
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion,
hi.
but psychological trauma.
Monica, when did you get here?
Even I didn't notice you arrive.
Probably because you were all concentrating so hard on your cooking. I didn't want to interrupt your flow. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry. If only I'd known how serious your situation was, I would have stood up for you sooner.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the only person who looked out for me.
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much help. Savannah was so ruthless toward you. I probably should have brought you something stronger.
She sounds like the worst. All right, another Savannah horror story. Let's hear it.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
There were fish in there. Fish heads.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you remake it, you just get another earful from her.
Either straighten yourself out or get out of my kitchen!
So now, it seems like just picking up a kitchen utensil gives me flashbacks of her yelling at me.
Oh man, that must be awful.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily, Firma? You weren't a quitter when you were working for me. And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night trying to perfect your dishes. That says to me that you still hadn't lost that determination to prove yourself. What changed?
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier as the shift went on. Each time I had to redo a dish, my heart sank a little further. Maybe Savannah was right. Maybe I am just hopeless at this.
Dad.
I see. Well, it sounds like there are some deep issues at work here. Ones that won't be resolved by merely seeking compensation. I will win this contest, and after that, I encourage you to approach Savannah and talk this out.
But what if you can't find another assistant in time? Clearly, I'm in no state to help out.
You think being one person short will ruin my chances? Let's not forget, I taught you and her everything you know.
See, I was one person who's short.
Even if I had to go it alone, I would present the perfect gâteau.
I don't know why I just threw a stray in Xiao's direction, but...
Oh, well, Paimon and Nadia will still keep practicing, just in case.
And so will I.
What's this pose?
Yeah! And if worse comes to worse, we can always get the Spina di Rosula to put out an emergency call for chefs. There's gotta be someone out there, right?
Actually, I thought maybe I could help. That's sort of why I'm here.
Otherwise, we could call Farina for macaroni.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going to, but then... well, this is the first chance I got.
You do this for us? Thank you so much, Monica.
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah? Joining the other side seems like a guaranteed way to put your future employment in jeopardy.
I know, but it's all right. I've made up my mind. With the way things are, I can't keep working for Savannah much longer anyway. Unless I want to become the next Fermat. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways, then I'm sure she'll forgive me for this.
Hope you're right.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be poaching from Savannah's staff to get our third person, but there you go. Anyway, Monica's a professional chef, so nothing could possibly go wrong now.
Great! Then it's settled. And to congratulate you all on making the team, I propose a Spina-sponsored meal to celebrate.
Spina sponsored? Wait, you mean I'm cooking?
Well, I promised the traveler a feast in the Fleuve Cendre. And I know how much you've been looking forward to it.
Are you wearing anything underneath this? Okay.
Ah, feast, feast, feast!
I can help cook. I can help cook. I've cooked so many sweet madames. That's a 2-star food. That's okay with you, right? Or is sweet? No, that's a 3-star food. That's okay with you, right? 3-star food when you're used to creating like 5- and 6-star meals. I can help.
Alright, if you insist, then prepare for some of the finest food of your lives.
Escoffier treats everyone to a spectacular feast. Escoffier opted for a huge variety of dishes. Thankfully, both of us are skilled enough that, even though it was our first time working together, we had a great rapport. Look at everyone. Look at Paimon wielding... Oh my gosh, she's got two... Now she's got 2 pieces of cutlery. Now she's got a fork, too.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
She dishes out plenty of praise and taught me an awful lot, too. The time seemed to fly by.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
I guess I'm finally on the right path.
So, this is what Chef Escoffier is truly capable of.
I didn't notice Navia passed out over here. Everything okay?
I wish I could eat that all over again. It's not often that Escoffier goes all out like this. And it's all because of you, Traveler.
Why is this so cute? Just just her hat. Just slumped on the table.
Wow. I don't know if I'll ever be able to cook as good as that.
Don't worry, in a couple years when you turn 35, you'll be... Where'd she even go? Checking on Scoffy, where even is she? Oh, there she is. Before we keep going, give me just 1 second. Let me use the restroom real quick. I'll be right back. But he is 35. not there. Hi, I'm also cryo. I'm also two cryo cake aficionados. Holy crap, Escoffier's tiny. Oh my gosh, is she shorter than Farina? Hold on. Need my barometer real quick.
Ready for trial.
Oh my gosh, she is almost shorter than Yenfei. She's so tiny.
Let's get to work.
Let's get to work. She seems so tall. Maybe it's her personality.
Why, Savannah? Why?
What you up to?
Oh, nothing. I was just flicking through the original Codex de Boer. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. Something I hadn't noticed before. That might explain why Savannah's so desperate to get her hands on it. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Surely that's infinitely more useful than this old thing.
For her, it's probably not about how useful it is, and more an issue of head chef's pride.
Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point.
Were you two friends?
We were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always striving to improve as a chef. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause Fiamma and the other staff so much grief.
Sounds like you feel partly responsible. She definitely has that kind of personality where, like, anyone who is or was, anyone who she was or is responsible for their failure, she takes on herself. Her tail drooped. Is her tail real, or is that like is that an actual tail, or is that I don't know what else it would be. Also, her leggings are way too detailed compared to the rest of her model.
Well, I mean, to an extent, of course. I pushed hard for her to get the role. And the idea that she turned out like this because of me is difficult to come to terms with. I wonder if this is how Modeste felt back when he was writing the Codex.
Speaking of Modeste, didn't he have a falling out with someone as well?
Yes, with his good friend and co-founder of the Hotel de Boer, Savelli. The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Boer and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But his newfound fame slowly drove him and Savelli apart. Unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks at every turn. Doors that would swing wide open for Modeste would shut in Savelli's face. And with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of functions by his celebrity friends, he had less and less time to discuss the culinary arts with Savelli.
Chat frozen again? Weird. The heck is going on with this? With what the heck is going on with this bitch? Oops, not put there. Go ahead and try. We might be back up now. Weird stuff. Really? It's still not? Now it's not. Now it's not doing anything. Add. Put it on top this time? Though that shouldn't matter. No, it's not doing anything right now. What the hell? What is the deal, OBS? I don't know how to reset. I don't know how to reset this without just restarting the stream. Here, I actually, because I can just stitch them together after the fact. I'm going to end stream and restart stream. So just stay on the page and it should restart like normal. Give me just a sec. That's concerning. Okay, I think that's back, but yeah, it's back, but it lost the stream key for a second. The stream key is what connects the Twitch account to the streaming software in order to, and now the chat in OBS is frozen, but it's up on... Weird. VOD watchers, I'm gonna put, if you're still watching this right now, you haven't skipped ahead. VOD watchers, I'm gonna put in the pinned comment, I'm gonna put, I'm gonna timestamp when this gets sorted out. Yeah, no, it's back. So why is it not back in OBS? Failure to load module. Let me know if it goes weird again, because if it's just OBS, if it's just OBS's chat that's not loading, but it still is applying it to the picture. If this is still fine, and I can see the chat on browser Twitch, then we'll just keep on going like that, and then I can do a deep cleaning afterwards. That's concerning. You're still in a really still. So some people are still repeating every. Try to reload your page. Try to reload the page, or back out of the app and back in, because it seems like it's fine on my end. At the very least, the stream is. That's super weird. Give me just 1 second. Let me make sure there's no background processes going for some reason. Any like weird background processes that might be. That's on normal. Not sure why that would be running. Let me end of that. Other than that, nothing else weird is happening. That also needs to, but that was drawing 0.2 megs. I don't see anything glaring. That's the problem. Fixed on your end for now. All right. We'll keep on going. That's really weird. We haven't really been having internet issues. Now it's like hardware issues. It almost feels like. So the actual stream itself was looping when I said, "Give me a sec." That's super weird. There's not even any notifications on OBS saying that like it was detecting like dropped frames or anything like that, or that there was something weird like a stutter in bandwidth or not bandwidth, but you know what I mean. One's if we're pretty much back to normal. One's in chat if we're pretty much back to normal. It seems okay on my end for the time being. One's one. All right. Let me know if things go weird again. I will add a timestamp to this time right now in the pinned comment so that VOD watchers can skip the weirdness.
People started gossiping about Savelli, and their relationship between the two gradually soured.
So what happened to them ultimately?
Everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life and still hailed as a genius, suddenly died from an acute illness. And that was it. They neither had a decisive split, nor got the chance to properly reconcile. Their story just came to an end. One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of jealousy.
No.
Even as the latter was hoping to make amends.
That doesn't sound right.
Unlikely. It's a popular theory, but there's no real basis for it. At least there are no records of Savelli ever being convicted of a crime.
Well, just because he wasn't convicted, Escoffier doesn't.
Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. All we can do is try to make sure the present doesn't quite go as badly. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut.
A nut! Nut! It's a squirrel reference. With me on the team, there's no... Well, with you on the team, there's no way we can lose.
You're right about that. Just follow my lead and victory will be ours. Let's hope that Savannah isn't all sizzle and no steak. After all the work we put in, it would kind of be a shame if tomorrow was a complete cakewalk.
She gave me 3 books. Oh, Navia's no longer passed out on the table here. Guess I'm finally
It's cooking contest day! To the Hotel de Boer! Toot sweet!
Like, why are you zooming in on me? I don't know, Risley. Why am I zooming in on you? Oh, look at all these people out here.
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's coming back for a cooking contest.
Wait, seriously? Escoffier in a cooking contest? Now that I've got to see.
I don't get it. Why would anyone in their right mind challenge her to a cooking contest?
We cannot just rely on the ocean's self-cleaning ability.
I can't freeze this water? What's this water made out of?
Show no mercy.
I can't freeze this. Okay. I was gonna make a joke about icing, like cake icing, but I guess not.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hotel de Boer and to this most exciting of cooking contests.
Savannah, I brought the original copy of the codex you asked for.
Monica? Huh.
That was kind of cute, actually.
In the interests of fairness, this contest will be conducted in a double-blind format. Once the dishes are complete, they will be sent to the back of the kitchen where they'll each receive a label. The labels will be placed out of sight underneath the plates, only to be revealed after the judges have sampled them and reached a final verdict. This is to ensure that no one will know which dish is made by which contestant?
As one of the judges, I promise to be fair and impartial.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday,
Oh my
I
gosh.
never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a pretty sweet deal.
Both contestants have taken their positions? Then, without further ado,
Adieu.
let the Hôtel de Bord cooking contest commence!
Layer 1. Complete the objective by using the minimum amount of flavor to achieve balanced flavor. Yep. Listen to this whimsical music. Make some Guitar de bois using Escoffier's patented precision in cooking. You can start the flavoring process at the seasoning table after obtaining flavorings from the cutting board and the cold press. Both flavorings must be added in sufficient amounts to ensure richness of flavor. Add enough of both before aiming to balance the flavors out. The dish is a wrap.
Monica,
Not
Traveler,
doing that
it's
again.
go time. Let's do this. Even the best chef in the world
Oh, I have
can't
to-
flavor their food without helping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse, Gaspar, get to work. Do not disappoint me.
Collect the stuff.
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast, this competition.
Oh, I don't have enough. Oh, I don't have blue. I need blue. Where do I get blue from? Oh, right, I have to...
Yeah. A little amuse-bouche. That should be enough
Imagine just
flavoring.
seeing this in the
Now
corner.
hurry up and balance the flavors.
Okay, let's get... Will you chillax over there? Oh, frick. That's gonna be too much, and then I can add... But then I can bring it there with 4.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, Traveler!
Listen to this whimsical music. Layer 2. Make the next layer of cake. I'll try.
Boop. Boop. Yeah. Boop.
Oh wait, I need more red this time. This is not what your father died for.
Flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
How do I make another serving then? I balanced the flavors.
Yes, chef.
Oh, tension in the ranks.
Goodness sakes, Savannah, what are you doing? Oh, get it. I've got to focus on my own dish.
Add at least two servings of fruity flavoring. Oh, and then bring it back. Oh, okay. This is actually me in the kitchen.
So, what do you think?
Look at that. Make the last layer, layer 3. Oh, we need a lot more, we need a lot more red this time.
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe.
I'll probably only make one
Let's
blue.
check on Savannah's progress.
And 2. And then, oh, balls. I need another blue.
I think this flavor
Oh,
profile is
frickin'!
still,
I think this flavor profile is, 6 and 6. Of floral flavoring. Oh, I need to...
Enough! Oh, useless.
Okay, there we go. Make like a tree and leave me alone. And then blue.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
He's getting progressively more and more excited every time we look at that guy.
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg.
Oh, use your burst? I was gonna burst just out of fun. I was gonna, oh, the burst is ready.
Goose on the loose.
Goose on the loose. Goose on the loose, no! I was gonna use her burst like a Zhongli meteor, just like, hey, look at this guy. But you were supposed to use your burst.
That went just as I expected.
This actually looks like promo art for this actually looks like promo art for a new TV show. A burst of flavor.
Time's up. Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
An ult of flavor. Look at these things. I've never noticed these guys before.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
That was the point.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason. She wouldn't screw up something as elementary as the cake's appearance.
Whoa, this is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make Gâteau de Bourg.
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe I'm used to.
Huh? Really? I couldn't tell.
She's so pissed.
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single bite and already this aroma is a delight to the senses.
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna dig in. I think maybe someone got a little carried away when they were adding the sugar.
Even this guy thought.
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too. This is all over the place. Who made this?
It appears the decision is unanimous. This gâteau is far below the standard we would expect.
Whew. And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
The low-rated one's gonna be Escoffier's, isn't it? She spent the half the time berating her step. They're gonna throw a curveball in this. It's gonna be, and the reason it's gonna be is because she put she put a line of lumines in it.
Something's not right here. Savannah may not be perfect, but no way is she this sloppy.
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has won this cooking contest. Now, all that remains is to turn the plate over and reveal the chef's name underneath.
What? It's Savannah?
No, that's impossible.
Hey, Savannah, you cheated, didn't you? You cheater! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
No, she put lines of lumine in it.
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on them. And everyone here can attest to that. It was Van Gem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to accuse someone, why don't you start with them? Isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her edge? Oh, or maybe her assistants let the team down.
You take that back!
Oh my gosh, I've never seen Navia this angry.
Judges, we demand a rematch.
That's enough. What's done is done. As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever went wrong and however it happened, I should have spotted it. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your chef's pride?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it.
Scoffier, no!
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma and compensate him for everything you put him through.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms. The contest is over and I won. That means you owe me the Codex, and I owe you nothing.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? What I'm offering is to accept defeat without looking to expose what you've done. But only on the condition that you promise to stop putting so much pressure on your staff.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final handover of duties from one head chef to the next. So, will that be all, ex-head chef? Or is there any other unfinished business you'd like to leave in my hands?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss, just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend.
Aww.
But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people anymore.
I know what I'm doing. I don't need your advice.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear it.
Escoffier?
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here! Doesn't that mean anything to you?
It's all right. It was just a bake-off, not the end of the world. I'm already over it. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma.
Will she?
That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean, why bother with the whole cooking contest? It's such a waste of time and energy.
Privately, I'm sure she's devastated, but what's done is done.
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
There's definitely a goose on the loose.
Huh?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
She told you exactly that. She said there's nothing different about this book to the other one, about the copy versus the original. She told you there's nothing different about it.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
Savannah passes out after reading through the original codex.
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of pent-up stress and exhaustion.
Oh, I knew it.
Pent up stress? Her?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us, the person she puts the most pressure on is herself.
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But for her, it's every night. She'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new techniques and recipes, and only realize how long she's been at it when we come to work the following morning.
But why? Why would she do that?
Our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as less of a chef than Escoffier.
And there it is.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking her anger out on the rest of you.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating in the cooking contest.
Huh, about that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole time, like she asked.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them both. They're at a loss to explain it too.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs. I'll interrogate the guilty gâteau myself.
That's just such a funny way of saying I'm gonna eat a slice of cake. You're still a piss poor manager of people, though.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it was?
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure to taste test it before it was served.
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. Savannah never switched the plates. The offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base, which means someone tampered with it while it was being made. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
Was it that hard to put Among Us? You wouldn't give us that? There have been so many Among Us's that Mawika has said. They're like, we could put there's a traitor among us, but we're gonna go with in our midst this time. You guys don't get another free one from us. That's why she was so stressed the whole time.
I'm sorry. I was forced into it. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted retribution, I would have brought this up when the results were announced. Whatever's going on with you, just spill the beans. There's no need to hide it.
I was the one who caused the food safety incident that one time.
Food safety? Wait, you mean the Lumaline incident? So you procured the contaminated ingredients?
I for some reason thought that it was heading the direction that Savannah's cake had the Lumalines in it, and that was in some way making it better. That makes zero sense now that I say it out loud. Never mind, ignore me.
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. I didn't check everything as well as I should have, and so I let contaminated ingredients make it into the kitchen. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage to blackmail me with...
This is crazy. So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. The thought of Chef Escoffier finding out that I put her in jail, it made me freeze up with fear. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over a little slip-up?
Huh?
Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did my stint at the fortress, and now I'm out. And secondly, I had my own reasons for leaving the Hotel de Boer. This wasn't the only factor. So, you don't need to feel ashamed or frightened or anything like that. Any more than you need to add butter when you're pan-searing foie gras.
Don't bring up butter to me, Escoffier.
You mean... you forgive me?
Oh, well, I'm not saying you don't have to take responsibility for your mistakes. You should tell Vanagem to mark down your performance for the past few months. Then do some digging and find out exactly where those contaminated ingredients came from. Sure, you've made mistakes, but now's the time to fix them. Understood?
Understood.
Good. Now, back to Savannah. What about the original codex would compel her to resort to blackmail?
I have my suspicions. Not that I've got any proof to back them up, though. Ugh. What happened to me? I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left. They think our menu doesn't taste like it used to, especially our signature items.
You mean Gâteau de Boer?
Now that you mention it, I noticed it during the contest too. I couldn't put my finger on it, but the flavor seems subtly different from how it used to be. But the difference was so small, I'm sure no one would notice it besides our most loyal customers and true dessert connoisseurs.
Still, as head chef, it's easy to see why Savannah would get so hung up on it. So many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that Savannah's been in a downward spiral ever since Escoffier left.
She wants to prove that she can fill Escoffier's shoes. That's gotta be the reason. But after countless setbacks, she's getting more and more unhinged. And at some point along the way, she switched from doubting herself to doubting Escoffier.
Doubting Escoffier? For what?
She thought the codex from Escoffier was fake.
Yeah, it would explain why she was bent on getting the original at any cost. She must have thought Escoffier purposely omitted key details from her recipes when she copied them out. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine, the only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake, what a stupid idea.
Of course. Then she finally got the codex only to discover that the secret recipes she's been pining for don't exist at all. Seeing how utterly wrong she was must have been a real shock to the system. It probably brought up everything at once. It overwhelmed her, and she passed out.
There's still one thing that doesn't make sense, though. If Savannah had the real recipe all along, how come it tasted different? She might not be on the same level as Escoffier, but surely after like 50 attempts, she'd get it right one of those times.
You'd think so, but geniuses like Escoffier are in a league of their own.
What you thinking? She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
New head chef, you say? What's her name? I don't think I've heard of her before.
I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Get your hands on the codex, no matter what it takes.
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the doubters. If I say you can do it, then you can do it. Even if you don't believe in yourself, at least believe in me. Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone, the restaurant is all yours.
So you let the Lumaline in the kitchen. Lumaline.
All this time, I've been blaming other people, but maybe I'm the problem.
I've got an Electro Archon who can help you with that tread that thought process.
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
In that case, I'll go and update for Ma and his family. I wonder what he'll make of all this.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
Sure, let's go.
That was a long day. I think I've earned myself a sweet treat when I get back home.
Reward yourself, Navia.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Paimon's been getting progressively more and more comfortable with separating from us for a bit. What is it?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose?
Not a whole lot.
Every year they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. They usually imagine someone who's a cut above the rest, a model of perfection. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something that everyone takes turns at. But we humans completely miss that fact when we project our own ideas about social hierarchies onto them.
Is this about you and Savannah?
I guess what I'm saying is, I don't buy into this notion that there's some sort of gulf between normal and genius. Cooking is a science, not magic. Given the same ingredients, same recipe, and same environment, I see no reason why two different people shouldn't be able to create the exact same dish. Of course, some people have a more sensitive palate than others, and some people are just born bolder or more conscientious. But these are all variables that can be accounted for with time and practice.
You're right, Escoffier. However, I cannot make those thick egg noodles the way my grandma did.
I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. The only reason I hold people to high standards is because, well, I believe they're capable of greatness.
I don't know if you're right, but I think that's a great thing to believe in.
Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna get to the bottom of why Savannah failed. And come tomorrow, I'll give her the scolding of her life, pointing out all the mistakes she's made along the way. Then she'll finally see the error of her ways.
I have a question real quick before I talk. Let me talk to you first.
Thank you for your words of encouragement. I'm gonna head to the Hotel de Boer and spend the night investigating. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Genius? Calling someone a genius is just another way of saying I'm too lazy to figure out how I need to improve. It's a defeatist attitude and I won't stand for it.
Can I get a picture of you like that, actually? Are you doing photo ops right now? Bah, bah, bah. Unironically, actually a really nice picture. I have a question real quick. Are those gooses in here? That's a spoonbill. Snow-winged goose. I have not captured any of them either. I've also not killed any of them. Does this track your kills on it? It does not track your kills on it. Honk. Goose on the snooze. 1632 is less than I thought. I'm gonna stand here for a whole day. Longer than that. Just drinking tea. NBD.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Van isn't for a while.
Yeah, it's 5 in the morning. I wanted to check on Escoffier.
Check on her? Why? What happened? Oh no. Escoffier, are you alright?
Oh.
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me.
Would you like some iced coffee? You really did pull an all-nighter then.
Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all?
Let me get you a fresh one.
All right. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Submit a dish containing coffee beans. I don't know that I have... I don't know that I know how to make any dishes including coffee beans. Do I know how to make anything that has coffee beans in it? I don't think I know how to make anything that has coffee beans. I don't think I even have anything that uses coffee beans. Can I talk to her real quick before I...
Coffee. Need coffee.
Oh! I've got this! I got that from your birthday, I'm pretty sure.
Strong, bitter coffee beans. Transformed through expert brewing and balanced perfectly with rich, creamy steam milk. Wonderful. I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up in your sleep when you get the chance.
How goes the investigation?
I think I figured out where the problem lies. Honestly, it's ridiculous. I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Wait, what investigation? What are you guys talking about?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small. I can't believe it's caused so much drama.
Like Xiao. And yet, look at this kitchen. Seems like you had your own share of failed experiments last night. Sorry.
Yes, except my failures were stepping stones to success.
Escoffier, have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday. Why? What's wrong?
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how she was doing. So, I dropped by her place early this morning to check on her. Only to find an empty house with the doors wide open. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home while I checked the Hotel de Bord. I'm worried something bad might have happened. If she's not here, then where could she be?
Boss, Escoffier, bad news.
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at Savannah's house.
We were, but then, just after you left, we found this stuff in her house.
Oh, looks like a map with a bunch of random places circled. What does it mean?
Wait a second. This feels familiar. I'm sure these places are all connected somehow. Of course, from the Codex. They're all places that Modeste explored on his adventures.
Oh.
Yeah, but I don't understand. The adventure logs in the Codex are too fragmented to be of any use. How come this map shows all the missing details?
The Codex de Bord? Then this place marked in red out at sea. Could that be the fabled birthplace of Gateau de Bord?
Seriously? So now she set her sights on finding the original recipe and beating Escoffier that way? Gee, Savannah. Anything to overcome a Gateau plateau, huh?
Okay, Paimon.
Idiot! Does she have a death wish? Those ruins are thousands of years old.
Hold on. There's more. Besides the map, we also found these letters.
A letter received several months ago. It was you. You let them Lumaline through, didn't you? I know you were responsible for purchasing the problematic ingredient that day. What would your good friend think, I wonder, if she learned that she suffered on account of your negligence? What would the people in the hotel think? So, imagine you'd like to keep this a secret from Escoffier, wouldn't you, Head Chef Savannah? A letter received several weeks ago. Retrieve the real codex, by any means necessary. That's where the real treasure can be found. And you gave it away like a fool. Well then, you're gonna get it back, whether in a bet or by force. It doesn't matter. Oh, I know. Don't you have that cooking showdown of yours? And if you don't think you can win, why, you simply need to have your opponent lose. I imagine that assistant of yours might come in handy in that regard. What are you dawdling for? Not long ago. What are you dawdling for? She was the one who concealed the secret recipe in the first place. Why else do you think you've never been able to recreate her work? She's afraid. Afraid that you'll outshine her. And what do you imagine everyone says about you, both within and beyond the hotel walls? Ordinary, they call you. Untalented. A hack. A failure who would never surpass Escoffier. And you know whose fault that is? That's right. It's hers. She's no saint. Never has been. So why hesitate?
It was you. You let the Lumaline through, didn't you? It sounds like a threat letter. Does this mean that Savannah was responsible for the safety incident? And not Monica after all?
Retrieve the codex by any means necessary. So the cooking contest and the cheating. Someone else was behind her pulling the strings?
She's keeping the true recipe to herself.
Ugh, this is all such a mess. Paimon needs a second to process this. First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest. But now, it turns out that someone else forced Savannah to force Monica to cheat?
So did Savannah blackmail Monica? Or is it the other way around? Meanwhile, somewhere deep beneath the sea.
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put two and two together as soon as I read your threat letter. The food safety incident. The demand for a cooking contest. The instruction to blackmail Monica.
Oh, this is...
Even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
Well then. Oh, Monica, what would Ross think? Thank you for that, Nightwalker. Whoa! Oh, jeez.
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
I thought we were just standing in the middle of the water.
All the things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Anyway, so then I cursed the living daylights out of her. I thought we were just standing in the middle of the water, Risley. We're just standing on the water. Water. What is she thinking? What the hell, Monica? It was not, the crabs did not, okay. What's her charge attack again? Oh, she has a, she has another, like, moon one. That and Cutchings is such a funny attack animation. What's her face look like when she, what face does she make when she... This is gorgeous, by the way. Oh, I didn't bring a Charlotte in here. But what I did bring is my brain. Occasionally. Wait, I have to put this back on top of there because OBS isn't showing me my own chat. It's a goose. Wait, her constellation must be a goose then. Nope, never mind, it's a cake. It's not 3 crabs in a trench coat. Three crabs in a cooking apron. This is really pretty, this tube. Whoa, holy.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant, doesn't it? Suddenly, the idea of an adventure chef finding secret ingredients makes a whole lot more sense.
I think Modest's codex mentioned this place. A public bath from the time of Remoria.
Ooh.
So yeah, definitely the kind of place that would have served food and drinks.
Interesting, for the time of Huh. That would make sense. Hello.
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? How did they get here? Aw, they ran off!
Guess you're not used to seeing humans.
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the entrance.
Well, did Modeste mention it in his adventure logs by any chance? They must have gotten through somehow.
Good point. Yes, that's right. It's coming back to me now.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests.
Cute.
And as the food flowed away on the current, they broke into a joyous chorus, and the path opened to us.
We have to feed the blubber beasts? With what? There's nothing here besides rocks, romaritime flowers, and lumitoile. See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know when you're gonna need them. Now we have to head all the way back to shore and grab some.
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and lumitoile will have to do. They may not look appetizing to us, but who knows? They could be blubber beast delicacies.
Wait, we're seriously gonna try this?
Yeah, why not? You collect the maritime flowers and lumitoires in the surrounding area. I like how it's fun how they just like whoop, they spin out there. I probably don't need a whole lot of blues actually. 4? Oh, I don't have a 4. Oh yeah, I do. Oh, whoops. Oh wait, there it is. And then 3? I can count. Cute. She's serving it in the bulb of a romaritime flower.
Trust me, they'll love it.
More pertinently, how do we actually feed it to them?
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool, we'll probably just scare them off again, and who knows how long they'll be gone.
Can you indwell a blubber beast, Ether?
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back. Oh, what was it that Modeste said again? Something about the food flowing away on the current.
Complete the dish and make the delivery. Via the waterway. Ah. Oh. Cute. That's actually, that's really cool. I like watching it just like slide around. The blubber beast happily scarfs down the food. If you're not mistaken, it seems to become...
Wow, it's really singing. It must taste better than Paimon thought.
There's one seal. Rather, blubber beast, not seal. Okay, we just gotta make one more.
The tracks turned back again.
Oh, so annoying.
How annoying. How many reds do I need? Oh, shoot. I need one more. Boop. That sounded like the Breath of the Wild, when you cook something sound effect. Order up. Might be your imagination. Burp sounded like thank you. Excuse me, I'm sorry. That was horrendously rude.
Open.
Oh, hey, a chest! I want to get a picture of this. Where's a good angle? Right here. Oh, that doesn't conceal her though. I would need somewhere where I can pin her like that. Pretty. And you gotta put that back over top. That slurp didn't need to be that loud, Genshin, but that's okay. At least it's not Dahlia chewing with his mouth open. Some time ago.
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your water, the one you just drank out of?
Sure.
All those years slaving away under Escoffier, and then you. Today, it's finally paying off. Not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden,
but I also get to boss you around like my little lapdog.
She took the Disney villain turn that guy did in Yelan's story quest. Not the most recent, not the recent event, but when that guy went from like super like shy and just like I don't, to all of a sudden he just turned into a Disney villain. She did exactly that just now.
Hey, go scout ahead for me. If we need to do any more blast tunneling, I want to know where to lay the explosives.
It's literally the same thing too. We're gonna bury you.
Did you not hear me? Get going.
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident. I swear, if I'd known what you were planning, I'd never have...
Don't be so self-righteous. Admit it, you've always been jealous of Escoffier. That's why you lapped up everything I told you. You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the way her reputation hung over you. So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the villain, that she deliberately hid her secret recipes from you just to hold you back. It was the only excuse you needed to justify getting back at her. First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story with Savelli and my ancestor. He offered Modeste his friendship only to murder him out of vanity. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I even found this place. You have no idea the countless hours I spent piecing it all together. So you see, you're no better than Savelli. If you can't beat him, betray him, right?
I guess so, Monica.
I am no Savelli, nor will I ever be.
Oh, put a lid on it. You really think you can absolve yourself of your vindictive and jealous behavior now? Just because you finally realized that Escoffier never kept any secrets from you? You didn't show any remorse when she left, or in the cooking contest. Why start now? You have no right to redemption.
You're right. I don't deserve her forgiveness. But I am done being bullied into submission by you!
Ooh, feisty. But you should watch your tone. Talking to me like that could get you in big trouble.
This was a cartoonish turn that this quest did not need.
I somehow doubt that. Since I poisoned both our water bottles.
What?
Ever since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long, and now this is payback!
But you drank it too.
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica.
Bro, what the hell? Did someone else write the last half of this quest?
You.
Don't stop to get it.
What's so funny?
Oh, you're too much. I thought I'd play along for a bit just to amuse myself. You gave a very rousing performance.
I liked when there was no okay, I won't. This is the last I'll talk about it. I liked when there was no villain and it was just an overworked crazy person that like just got let the shadow of her boss get into her head too much. Anyways.
I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no poison in these bottles, just clean, fresh water.
Water.
No.
Revenge is a dish best served cold, you know? Did you really think your half-baked plot would fool me?
Is that why Eula is a cryovision holder? Is that what Celestia had in mind there?
You're a lousy chef, and you make a lousy villain too. A complete waste of space. No wonder you never amounted to anything.
Everything I ever did was a failure. And now, I failed again, for the last time.
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You got a good laugh out of me.
But now the show's over. You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me. But you had your chance, and now it's time to say goodbye.
This is Rosaria's kunai as well. Or not kunai, but this is Rosaria's dagger. It's in her party animation.
Stop right there.
Let her go, Monica. We got you surrounded.
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks like I'll have to keep you around for a little longer.
You can't! Stay back if you want her alive!
I thought she actually just killed her right then and there.
Escoffier and the Traveler. I can't take you both on in combat, but if you so much as flinch, I can end Savannah's life in a heartbeat.
Monica, what are you hoping to achieve by this? You're about to commit murder, and for what? A recipe?
A recipe? You chefs are all blinded by your myopic focus on kitchen affairs.
Well, some of us actually have bigger fish to fry. Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius, the je ne sais quoi factor in his Gâteau de Bourg, and it's right here in these ruins.
Is it primordial seawater?
Are you serious? You're here because of a Gâteau de Bourg obsession? You've gone completely mad.
I couldn't care less about the cake itself.
No, the real treasure is the secret ingredient that Modeste sourced from these ruins. He and Savelli were fools. A priceless treasure of Remoria in the palms of their hands, and they thought, ooh, this would go great in our cake mix. We're talking about a powerful stimulant that also sharpens the senses. That's no cooking ingredient. It's a groundbreaking drug. That's right, I've done my research. It was a drug that Remoria developed for their war machine. I could make a killing by selling it to the treasure hoarders or the Fatui.
Will you listen to yourself? You're completely delusional.
My eyes are wide open.
We can
Just
tell.
wait till I get my hands on this treasure. You'll see what a fool you've been.
Wait, what's that sound?
I wonder,
Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's lucky the whole place didn't collapse.
Okay, if we're in this, we're in it. It seems like she escaped in the commotion. Let's find another route and go after her.
Uh-oh, Savannah's gone too.
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward. She's only taken her hostage because she knows that she's no match for you.
Well, there's one piece of good news. At least Savannah is safe for now.
That's true. Even if she finds the treasure, she'll need Savannah alive if she wants to get out of here in one piece.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route.
Like, if you're gonna go down that road, you damn well better commit. If you're gonna have her turn into a Disney villain, you better actually have her turn into a Disney villain. I'm making sure I'm not missing any hidden chests real quick before we keep going.
The water looks pretty deep here.
Water.
Maybe it leads somewhere.
Oh right, we're in Fontaine. I can dive. If she hadn't just mentioned that, I might have spent a little bit looking around for somewhere for me to climb to, forgetting that I can swim. Really, this would have been a great place for a hidden chest. Hup. All right, never mind. Oh, no crab power? You could have given me crab power for that puzzle, for that wall. Speaking of crab power. Did I miss a chest? Where? Up? Did I miss a chest up here? Oh. Why are these interactable, by the way? I thought I was thorough enough up here. Here, I need to use the restroom real quick, and I'll be right back. Whoops, 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 whoops. There we go.
Know of any new orchestral pieces? I like to swap out the background music in the kitchen once in a while. It's a great way to find new inspiration.
Okay, I definitely explored up top here. Can you climb over that? I definitely okay, I explored up top there, I explored up top there. It must be underwater. Water. Once the bringer of life. Those are those things. There's no ledges here. A chest with a... Okay. Thank you for that. Monday, ban yourself. Whoa, that scared the crap out of me. For no reason. I don't really have a whole lot to... Alright! I don't really have a lot that I can break a geoshield with, but... Oh. Guess it didn't really matter, though. Stay cool and face your quilt. is there a healer in this team? Escoffier is not a healer, right? Following the exalted Harmost order, and in accordance with our Sebastos' most sacred, most benevolent temper, we established here as condolences for the naturalized barbarian soldiers. Savages they may have been, but they were also warriors. With this secret treasure, granted graciously, the warriors' bodily desires are satisfied, that they may fight on with 100-fold bravery. Oh, she is a... I can use Farina's bros then. This is awfully gorgeous. I love the purple. Oh, it's so pretty. Does Escoffier and St. Lolly, did they clash in terms of team comp? Like their abilities and everything? Because there's some characters whose abilities kind of clash, like Raiden's burst and Beto's burst clash. They're fine? Oh, okay. All right.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests.
I guess so. Place the ingredients collected on the table.
Yeah. Yeah. Off to the freezer.
Don't need a whole lot of blues on this one either. I just need 2 reds actually. Oh, balls! Ah, balls! Well, that just negated 6 and then 3. I do actually kind of like that video game. I do actually kind of like that mini game. Like unironically. Ooh, there are 3 I have to deliver? No, there's 2. Okay, it does change. It does time itself out. Oh, balls. Send it. Send, 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 send. Hell yeah. Go, 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 go. Aw, yeah. The Norbreeze wakes up, galumps over? Galumps over?
It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
That's a word I've never heard before. Galumphs. Have you ever galumphed anywhere? I don't believe I have ever galumped anywhere. Okay, that might be... Oh wait, no, I need more blue on this one. That might be enough. I need 3. Boop. And you know, if you don't know the word, fair enough. It's a feeling. To galumph is to feel. You must feel the galumph within your soul. Within your large intestine. This looks like, it's not purpley enough though. But this looked like, what the are you joking me? You're gonna throw a crab at me during this?
A little amusement. Get to work.
A moment, please.
That's what I think of your crabs. But he attacks the food with such ferocity, even puts Paimon to shame.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. All right, I've got to jot this down.
All right.
Lumitwols and maritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
Paimon, seriously. This could really open doors for us. Yeah, that's what we're trying to. Oh. Ah, this wasn't locked. How convenient. How fortuitous. How magnanimous. That's very pretty. All of the Remuria stuff is so gorgeous. In that update, they really flexed how good their lighting had gotten. There's clearly nothing over here. They really flexed how good their lighting had gotten. Like, the rest of Fontaine was already pretty, but all the stuff in the Sea of Bygone Eras was just, it was just that much better. It was just like a step, just a step better between the lighting and the shadows and textures.
That's strange. These don't look Remorian to me. More like last century Fontaine.
They don't look worn either. Could they have been left by previous adventurers?
Adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh? Oh, Modeste and Savelli, do you think they camped here?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe one of them came back alone at a later date.
Let's rummage around. They may have left a journal or something.
Huh, you really think so?
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the kitchen.
Well, I'm a pro, at least.
Okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely a pro rummager from all those treasure chests.
And bingo, found it.
Darn it, Paimon was just about to show off her rummaging skills.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes when I'm cooking as well, but I thought that was just me.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since I've last visited these ruins. It's exactly the way I remember it. This place probably hasn't changed in millennia. Sadly, up above, on dry land, everything is changed. The treasure of Remoria. That's what we used to call it. Modeste was right about its potential. It turned Gateau de Boer into a national sensation. Our limited stock of the substance meant that the Gateau could only be produced on a small scale. But this only drove up the popularity all the more. Modeste was right about that too. He predicted all of it. He was praised as a genius, while I, as the one person who'd ever disagreed with him, was labeled a talentless fool. Modeste tried his best to console me, but I knew better than anyone just how great the gulf was between us. Our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends and a career of his own. Why invite further disdain by inserting myself where I did not belong?
They both have different eyes that their hair is covering.
I told myself that maybe one day, when I finally created a masterpiece of my own, I'd be able to face him without shame. Or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of self-loathing behind me, I'd be able to ask him with a smile on my face, how about we go on one more adventure, for old time's sake? Unfortunately, that day will never come.
So it was Savelli. From the sounds of it, he came back after Modeste had already died.
Yes, Paimon, it said that in very plain English.
I always thought it was just a legend. But if it's true, then this must be the place where they found their secret ingredient, the birthplace of Gateau de Boer.
In that case, what does that say about the death of Modeste? If it's all true, maybe Savelli really did have something to do with it.
Let's keep reading.
The taste of Gâteau de Bourg has changed. Modeste was convinced of this, even though everyone swore they couldn't tell. Being the perfectionist that he was, he refused to accept even the slightest flaw in his work. He stopped all sales of the product, locked himself away in the kitchen, and worked day and night, vowing to find out where he had gone wrong. But as he baked and taste tested over and over again, he found he only strayed further and further from the original taste. It was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bitterness that the truth finally dawned on him. What had changed was not the gâteau, but his sense of taste. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses, taste included, and invigorates the spirit. In the short term, it offers people the ultimate gourmet experience, but in the long term, it dulls their senses entirely. In hindsight, it made perfect sense. After all, why would a culture that sought liberation from the constraints of their bodies care for the loss of their senses? But we realized it too late. We were just too late. Over the course of his many culinary experiments, Modeste exhausted the remaining supply of the treasure of Remoria. He consumed it all himself. The finest culinary talent of his generation now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything ever again. Finally, in despair, he took his own life.
Yikes.
And because we had become estranged, I could not be there to stop him, to offer some words of comfort, or even to say goodbye. Yet despite everything, he sent me his final letter.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess Monica was really onto something. It really was a kind of drug.
So, Modeste chose to end his own life. Then, why all the rumors that Savelli murdered him? Also, neither the Codex nor any other contemporary records make any mention of the treasure of Remoria. It's almost as if someone deliberately erased it from history.
Modeste told me everything in his final letter. His was a tale of how even a genius could fail, and how much more devastating it is when it happens. Did he hope I would gain some personal catharsis from knowing the truth? Or maybe he wished for me to warn the public about the dangers of Gâteau de Bourg, proving that I had been right all along. But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, his fall from grace would be swift and merciless. 1 minute a genius, the next a joke. It would surely spell the end for his restaurant too. What would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison to the scorn shown to him by the history books. I cannot let that come to pass. I will do what I must to protect his name.
Aw.
It will mean tampering with his notes to remove the damning details, leaving mere fragments of our story behind. It may lead his family to suspect me of having a hand in his demise. But if that's the price of destroying all evidence of my crimes, then so be it. I would rather the world believe a tale of genius and jealousy than see his reputation in tatters. The final loose end is the evidence here, at the bottom of the sea.
Wonder if he thought that anyone would ever come down here and find that, or if he just wrote it for his own not gratification, but for his own peace of mind. We've got to stop! Oh no, we've got to stop! I forgot about the Disney villain we were chasing. Oh no, we've got to stop Monica!
Huh? What's wrong? Didn't we say Savannah should be safe for now?
So we thought, but if Monica finds out what happened to the treasure, there's no telling what she might do.
Man, his last notes in that book were really just the icing on the cake. I didn't say anything. You can't prove it. She already killed her. Pretty room though.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at last. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but you underestimated the children of Modeste. Some fragments of his diary escaped your clutches, and we have held on to them for generations. But I have to thank you too, Savannah. Without your help retrieving the codex, and with it the last piece of the puzzle, I may never have found this place. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine!
Not if anything to say about it. I have.
It's empty. It's empty?
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Hey, he drank all that juice himself.
Escoffier? What's the deal with that jar?
Oh, Savelli's final act. He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore and make sure it would never harm anyone again. So he came here after his friend's death and destroyed every last shred that remained.
This can't be happening. All the years I spent piecing together the truth, all my painstaking planning, all that for an empty jar.
Smash it, smash it.
Monica,
Oh.
don't do anything stupid. This ruin is more dangerous than you realize.
Oh, shut your eye hole!
I can explain.
You barbarian shall be slain.
No. It's cool. Go down to the Sea of Bygone Areas. It's cool. It's cool. It's all cool down there.
She's a nutcase, a liability to herself and everyone else.
I got distracted by the. Hey, what the hell?
Clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out.
Things might get a little chilly. Is she dead? Did that golem kill her? Maybe it's because of the fighting, or maybe because Monica was too trigger happy with her explosives.
Either way, it's all her fault. Enough chit-chat. Let's get out of here, Traveler. Escoffier, come on!
Are we not gonna take them with us? Take their bodies with us?
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, no, you don't.
What the fuck?
I want, neither will any of you.
Who wrote that? Okay.
I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psycho.
I do have Risley in my team. He's dodged bullets before.
Savannah? When did you wake up?
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Hey, we need to go. We're out of time.
Okay, let's go.
The rumbling is really messing up with the mixing on the voice as well. It's so quiet in comparison, which I guess that makes sense. Just leave her to get buried. Usually we're like, no, we can't let her die. I'm okay. Oh my gosh. There's a time trial I haven't done over here.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Traveler and Paimon.
How and why are you guys out here? I guess we did tell them. Did we tell them where we were going?
Venejem, what are you all doing here?
What did you expect us to do? Stay at the restaurant and sit on our merry derrieres?
Yeah.
While the Traveler and Escoffier were out here risking their lives?
We had to do something, even though that something ended up being, well, waiting for you here instead.
I don't deserve any of you. And I certainly don't deserve to be your head chef. It was my fault Escoffier had to leave. Then I couldn't live up to her standards. I acted like a tyrant in the kitchen. And now I almost got myself killed. Come back, Escoffier. Come and be our head chef again. I'll never be able to replace you.
Okay, so everything I said to you the day I left, it just went in one ear and out the other?
Apparently.
Huh? Sorry, I was kinda in my own head at the time. All I could think about was the Lumiline situation. What was it you said again?
Forget it. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I didn't leave this job because of you. And you're not nearly as awful a chef as you think. If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's right. Sure, you nitpick our work and get us to do things over a lot. But when it comes down to it, you're the one who's always doing whatever it takes to make sure the customers get served on time, every time.
Things were pretty rough after Escoffier left, and Savannah's the only reason we've been able to make it through.
Our customers know that Escoffier doesn't work for us anymore. But the fact is, they keep coming back. If that's not an endorsement of your work, I don't know what is. At the end of the day, we're all human, and we all make mistakes. All we can do is recognize where we get it wrong and do our best to improve. That's all that's humanly possible.
No, I get what you're saying, but what I did to Firmin and to Escoffier, it's unforgivable.
Well, about that, there's someone else here to see you, Chef.
It's Nouvelette. Guilty.
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Firmin? I'm so sorry. I put far too much pressure on you. And the way I stubbornly refused to go and see you after you fell ill. There's no excuse. But I'm too late, aren't I? The damage is done. I heard that you can't even hold a kitchen knife anymore.
Actually, I think I'm going to be just fine.
Oh.
Huh?
We thought Firmin's problem was purely psychological in nature. But after the threat letter came to light, it got Firmin thinking. And then he remembered the tea that Monica used to give him every night. And as it turns out, she was lacing it with Lumiline the whole time.
No way! Doesn't that cause nerve damage?
It can. High doses pose a risk of serious nervous and sensory complications. But if you calculate the dosage carefully, you can control the extent of its effects. A small dose might simply make a person more emotional, whether that means more fragile or more hot-tempered.
No wonder it seemed like you'd lost your edge.
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the risks are pretty small. They also fixed me up with some meds and said I should recover in no time.
Well, you're already sounding a lot more confident.
Well, that's what happens when you give someone a little bit of hope to cling on to.
There's more. We believe that Firmin was likely not Monica's only victim.
You mean she poisoned me too?
Oh, so that's why Savannah's been so irritable this whole time.
Let's not be too quick to blame everything on the Lumiline. That stuff can only amplify what's already there. So tasty food will seem like the most delicious thing in the world, while food you don't particularly care for will become utterly revolting. So you better make sure you reflect on your behavior and apologize to every single person you've wronged.
Is it just me, or does not Marceline? I was looking at your chat message. Is it just me, or does Lumine seem a bit more expressive in cutscenes and screenshots and stuff than Ether is?
I will. I'm sorry. There's still one question that's really bugging me. Why is it that no matter what I do, my Gâteau de Bourg never tastes the same as yours? Is it just... I mean, is it because you're a genius and I'm not?
Full Solor, I know, I'm a genius.
It's because the heating element in your oven is broken, you silly goose.
What?
Is that it?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I noticed it right away. There was a half-degree discrepancy between the temperature setting and the actual temperature. All the ovens in the whole kitchen had the same problem, which confused me at the time, but by this point, it's pretty obvious that Monica must have tampered with them. I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off, since the issue affected both our teams. But of course, Monica sabotaged mine, so that could never happen.
No. I spent so long trying to find out where I was going wrong, and then you pinpoint the problem in just one night?
I know, I'm a genius.
It all comes back to one simple, undeniable truth. You're a genius, and I'm just plain old Savannah.
Oh, cut it out! Stop the woe is me act for a second and just think. I came up with this recipe. You don't think that might have something to do with it? Do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3 years! 3 whole years! I know this dish inside out, back to front and upside down. And you've been head chef now for what, 6 months? If that? A couple hundred failed attempts, and you're gonna throw in the kitchen towel and declare you'll never be successful because you're not a genius. You clearly have no idea how many kitchen failures I've had under my belt, or just how long it took me to finally get my recipe to a level I was satisfied with. Genius or not, everyone makes mistakes. Modeste did, Savelli did, everyone does. You're only a lousy chef if you don't face up to your mistakes, learn from them, and then keep chipping away until you crack the problem once and for all. Surely you haven't forgotten all that. You were no lousy chef back when I handed you the reins.
I haven't forgotten, and I'll make sure I never do.
That's our head chef.
Haha! Sounds like we won't need another changing of the guard in the Hôtel de Bord kitchen anytime soon. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
What a perfect ending to a crazy journey. Look how happy everyone is.
So you got your mojo back now?
Yeah. Thanks to you, Escoffier. In fact, no. Thanks to all of you.
Aw, friends again. So nice to see them finally settle their beef.
Yeah, it's nice. But maybe not all their beef. Maybe some of the chicken and the fish too.
Good. So now that's out of the way.
I guess the Disney part of this quest is kind of over, so I can drop the I can drop the shitty Deku voice.
It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch right now.
I might have spoken a little bit too soon.
But that was mostly Monica's fault, wasn't it?
Right, and also, does it have to be right now? Savannah's only just got her mojo back, and you barely escaped from a death trap.
I do that every day. What's the big deal? It's just a death trap.
No excuses. This is a cooking contest between 2 top chefs, and nothing will stand in its way. So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is happening today, right now, this instant.
Hey, so, This whole time you were salty about losing?
Of course, we went over that. Inside, she was mauling over it.
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
What are you doing there, Paimon? Even the textures look better in these late animations, in these more recent animations.
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
Oh, we're back in the wild.
The results are in! A landslide victory for Escoffier!
Imagine if she's still lost after all that.
Quite rightly, too. Piece of cake.
Her tail seems very happy with the results.
Oh yeah, look at that! Savannah looks pretty chipper too, considering she lost.
This wasn't for you, was it? You did this for Savannah's sake.
Now, where were we? Yes. Do you have any more questions for me after everything that's happened?
What are your future plans? You gonna stay at the Fluff Sandra?
I thought Navia would have filled you in. And actually, I said all this to Savannah before I left. Although, as we saw, I don't think any of it sank in. I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course, but the other was that the Hotel de Boer had reached a point where it didn't need me anymore. So I decided to step down and look for new opportunities to improve myself.
Improve how?
Well, a while back, I got to know a fellow chef from Liyue, and in her, I saw so many new possibilities.
Also the god of the stove, but we can leave that part out. We'll tell you about that a little bit later.
She has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus, lizard tails. With her, nothing's off the table.
Man, 1.0 character mention. Like Venti coming along in the summer event.
There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be explored, hiding away in ingredients we overlook. Case in point, remember those Romaritime flowers down in the ruins? I used them in the cooking contest just now. Did you taste the difference?
What? Paimon didn't notice at all.
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements that gave their work its signature taste.
Wait, did she say combination or did she say constellation?
Half of the art of cooking is dissecting the recipes of previous chefs and figuring out the exact constellation of elements.
Oh, she said constellation, huh?
And the other half, it lies in freeing yourself from the confines of the kitchen. You've got to go out and explore the endless possibilities out there.
Uh-oh. Paimon's suddenly not sure she wants to try your cooking anymore.
No, I'm always down to be your taste tester. You should. Oh, no, you should definitely make Paimon test all your most experimental dishes.
Don't worry, it's not gonna be a free-for-all like in Modeste's time. Before I put anything into my food, I'll obviously do my research, make sure it doesn't contain any harmful substances. In the meantime, take this. It's a recipe for Petit Gâteau de Bourg, revised version. I tweaked it to suit your needs as busy adventurers. Hope you enjoy, and remember, feedback is always welcome.
All right! So, do you ever see yourself returning to Hotel de Bourg?
Oh, of course. I've already promised Banishem that I'll come back every once in a while to make sure the quality of the food remains at an acceptable level.
Good luck to Savannah, I guess.
You know, Paimon's still a little disappointed that we never got to see the treasure of Remoria. Surely Monica wouldn't have gotten drawn in so deeply if it wasn't for all the mystery surrounding the original Gâteau de Bourg. She practically dedicated her life to finding the lost pieces of Modeste's diary. Then went to all that trouble to infiltrate the Hotel de Bourg. And in the end, it was all for nothing.
She sold her soul for a dream, then had a rude awakening.
Since you mentioned the treasure, between Modeste's writings and what we saw in those ruins, I think I may have figured out the truth. The so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorians extracted from Lumitoids, better known to us as Lumiline.
Huh? So then, why all the hype back in the early days of Gâteau de Bourg?
Don't forget, it was a very different era. We could barely even refine sugar back then, so desserts were very much in their infancy. In a world of bland food, it's no wonder that the first thing to really excite people's taste buds took the world by storm. And as for the Lumiline, it may well have been somewhat valuable in ancient times. But these days, it's just another drug from the Fontaine Research Institute. Even if Savelli hadn't destroyed it all, I doubt it would be worth that much these days.
So after all that, there was nothing in those ruins but worthless junk. Feels strange to say it, but Paimon almost feels sorry for Monica. She sacrificed it all only to get nothing in return.
Yes, Paimon. Poor Monica. That's the takeaway.
Hey!
Navia!
Huh? Navia? You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Well, check it out. They ran a special issue.
Charlotte is everywhere.
Did you see anything like this down there? Freshly unearthed from the ruins of Remoria. A magnificent jar thought to be over 1,000 years old. Experts say it has immense artistic and historical value. It could be worth an absolute fortune.
Wait, isn't that the jar they used to hold the treasure?
If only it was still in one piece. Some butterfingers must have dropped it or something.
That's what happened.
It's such a shame.
And it's gone. That's a whelp moment. Revised version. He's still glowing. He's still all sparking up. He might have taken a couple hits there. My Seat Lolly may have gotten hit because I didn't pull her shield out before I... But only a little. She only got hit a little. Just a little. Okay. Chat has been going perfectly fine for the... That's such a weird thing that's happening. Since we're in Fontaine, we have surfboard funds we can use. Slots in the shield. I use her, I just don't use her properly. Which is worse than just not using the shielder to begin with. Oh, we just gotta make sure that Fatui agent, our operative, is reasonably far away. Excuse me, bird. Oh, that took care of all of my encounter points for the day. You hear my stomach just rumble just now? Oh, you know what? Let me go turn in my my daily commissions, because that'll get us another wish. That's not where I'm trying to go.
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Oh no, I'm still here. Boop, 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 boop. What pity are we at right now? Are we at 50 yet? Boop. Boop, boop. Boop. Okay, no standards, as per usual. Weird stuff going on with, weird stuff going on. I'd be curious if any other streamers are having this problem. Any other people who use OBS for recording or for don't know, weird. I switched to using Brave browser instead of Chrome for, I don't know why I still was still using Chrome in the good year of 2025. But, I think we can skip right to 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. We're at 40. Nope. Excuse me. All right. I can take one of those. And that'll let me buy another one as well. On glitter with that. Doop, doop. I'm doing a magic trick for the blubber beasts. For the flubber beasts. Alright, let's end in Inazuma, because the next time that we stream on Monday, Rue, I'm very sorry. It's over here, right? That quest starts. It's right here, isn't it? Monday. For sure. Monday for certain. Just letting her know that I haven't forgotten about her. Just walking up so I can look her in the eyes. Secret Sakura on Monday. And that will do it for today. It was Umbrella Warfare, the team that I had altered.
I'll take the lead today.
Is it time to go?
And then who else is here? Usually Yelan is there for Constant, for Hydra, and then I guess Benny. Because Navia doesn't really move around a whole lot as you're fighting with her, so she can stay in Bennett's ring pretty easily. And then Geo Resonance gives you a Geo Shred by dealing damage to them. All right. Boop, put that there. All right. Thanks everyone so much for stopping by. Whoops, that's not what I was intending on clicking on. There we go. Thanks for stopping by, everyone. Gonna take Saturday and Sunday as my usual off day, as per usual. Monday we'll be back for Sacred Sakura cleansing and start the path towards tidying up some more small quests and stuff. So, I will see you all then. Don't think there's any other housekeeping to be taken care of. I'm gonna try to get these computer stuffs figured out. But the biggest problem is I don't know what is going on, so I don't know what to even investigate. But I'll just try to hit all of the high points. But I will see you all on Monday. Thanks again. Appreciate y'all. Drink water. Be good to each other. Thanks again. Love you lots. Bye bye.